Talk to me when I'm rab.
Guardian down. party in town.
Now, if you're sitting here, if you're reading this, it's too late. And if you're not reading this, it's not late enough. Oh, now my microphone works.
Oh, hello.
Hello, heathen.
Everything okay over there?
No. No.
No?
I've received news that, their traveler is black. But not our Maybach 2. And that just kind of worries me. You know?
Wait. What?
Are you not aware of the
Not our Maybach
2020 song, My President is Black? Where is your connection to the culture? Where is it? How do you not remember the song, My President? It's only been 4 years since the president was black. It hasn't even been that long.
I don't think I was ever familiar with
What?
that song, to be honest.
The president was black for 8 years.
I mean, I know that, but I wasn't aware of it.
Oh, BZ, help us. Oh, BZ, someone help this child. Why wouldn't there have been a song?
I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of songs about a lot of things, but, you know, there are none that I knew about the president being...
Well, I'm glad you're that disconnected from the musical zeitgeist, because Le Tigre did come out with a song promoting Hillary Clinton some time back, and it was just... I mean, I don't even think anybody from my generation knows who Le Tigre even is.
I don't know who Le Tigre is.
See, look at that.
No.
They made like an I'm With Her song. I'm sure that hasn't aged very well. Hey, listen, that's what you get. That's what you get for making a Hillary Clinton song. You gross. That's gross. That's gross.
Yeah.
It's kind of gross.
A little over.
A little bit. But, you know, at least the Obama song, you know, it came out, you know, after he was elected because, you know, our president was black at that point.
Right.
The song wasn't, you know, like, our president's
like
gonna be black.
anything,
Like, that's not the way it went.
I feel like if anything, they should have held off on making the song until after she was elected. If they were so sure she was going to win, you know.
I think it was more like a call to arms. Like, it was one of those calls to, one of those calls to action, Jackson.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yo, let me get my blooms though. Give me my blooms. Don't you try to take my bloom. You get away from my bloom.
You know what it's
Trying to take my bloom.
bloom.
You don't see these opportunistic hunters, okay? They will take your bloom. They will take your bloom in a hot minute. There's a rift behind you. I put it right by the bank in case you need some soul.
Yeah, thank you. Let my soul glow.
Just let yourself. Yeah, that's very true. And we are definitely letting our soul glow on tonight's Contact event. Expert playlist. Episode 158.
Okay.
What's going on in the world today, Krabby? While we get rid of this darkness, this encroaching darkness. And outside, the darkness are just... Sorry about that. I live in Brooklyn. Are we good?
So we here.
I think they activated the heroic event, whoever that was. Whoever's committing that crime, they clearly activated the heroic event because I've never heard a siren like that. But I think now that Brooklyn has finished Brooklyning, please continue.
Well, let's see. What is happening? I guess one of the big stories in the United States, and especially in the Northeast today, is the assertion that there are going to be more federal troops sent to
the increasingly unruly parts of our country.
Well, like Chicago,
Oregon,
New York, basically any of them. Portland, which they already sent troops, and it seems
I heard
very
Portland
strange
was burning
because, well, it was not.
I heard it was pretty bad in Portland.
What was happening? Well, apparently what started happening in Portland is all of a sudden, random people started being rounded up and put in vans, and it wasn't until somebody pointed out that this was happening that anyone even realized there were still protests going on in Portland. And apparently the reason that these police, these like unidentified, by the way, like they don't identify themselves as police, let alone federal police, started just rolling around Portland.
Yeah, I heard.
So that happened, and it became a big thing. And then today, our president and our Justice Department leader said they're going to do it with more cities. Like, I guess I don't really understand why, other than to try and flip the narrative.
What's the narrative?
Saying,
why are we politicizing what's obviously a public safety issue?
Well, alright. I don't know that I personally see it as a public issue.
So you go outside to places like City Hall when they're squatting with the homeless, and you've been to Portland where people are peacefully protesting and equally being destructive and confrontational, and like, you know, Like, what about when people are like fighting and getting hit by cars and?
Well, that's one thing. If people are fighting and getting hit by cars, then arrests should happen to be sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it's necessary to go around an unmarked van,
Mm.
um, pulling people into them. Like that is just. It sounds like something from somewhere else. Sounds like some Venezuela shit, you know?
I suppose. But I mean, these people aren't unaccounted for, are they? And you've already identified them as federal police,
If
right?
they're
You've already said they don't identify as.
well, yeah, we know that now. We know that now. There was this story going around a couple of maybe 2 days
Mhm.
ago about a veteran who he wasn't even paying us. Like he lived in Portland specifically. I mean, he still does, obviously. And he actually was not even aware that there were protests going on. He wasn't paying attention at all. He actually just didn't care.
Mhm.
And once he started seeing these like weird looking, like kind of militarized police and riot gear, he went up to them and he wanted to know what was going on. I think his intent, as he stated it, was to ask whether what they thought they were doing was constitutional, being as there had been no violence that he saw.
Uh huh.
And apparently, they they broke his hand and pepper sprayed him.
Wow.
And there's video of it. And the weird thing is, he didn't even know his hand had been broken. He actually, once they hit him and doused him with pepper spray, he pretty much just walked away. And he like put his middle fingers up. And it wasn't until later when somebody was like, "Oh my God, dude, are you okay?" They were like, they took him to the hospital and it turned out his hand was broken.
Well, no accounting for excessive force, I suppose.
Yeah, I feel like, but there was no force needed at all.
No, not at all.
Like there's video. This dude was just
He
walked
just had a
up to
question.
them and asked him a question.
Yeah.
Right, like he wasn't even part
Yeah,
of the
no.
protest. He didn't even know about the protest prior to this whole
Mhm.
thing happening.
And they just yoked him.
So yeah, They just hit him. There's video of them. He's literally just standing there. He says something. They, like 4 of them, roll up on him, hit him with batons, and douse him in pepper spray.
Well, that's screwy and wonderful.
Yeah.
I love the state we're in.
But I don't know. I mean, right? Isn't it lovely?
Pretty subjective.
But do you think that? Do you think that any of it is warranted? Like, how would you like? For I know that you feel really strongly about these kind of unruly displays
Because-
that we've seen
Well, yeah.
and like what is it in
Because-
Seattle, right?
yeah.
That kind of thing where they basically took over an entire city, several city
Well-
blocks, and it stayed that way for a while.
I feel the way I do.
So I know.
I hear what you're saying. Like I feel the way I do. Not just because I'm more of a this is what is happening now kind of person, but because I'm more of a this is where this could lead kind of person. Like I'm always trying to think a few steps ahead, not just of the situation in and of itself, because this is how change and precedents, really work. They
Mhm.
They're small, incremental, unchecked things that build up to a gradual shift. And by the time the shift is occurring, it's already too late to revert. Like, all the plates underneath it have already shifted. You can't stop the wave once it's already started moving. So whenever I see things like this happening, I'm not thinking about them in the moment as they exist. I'm trying to think, what is the ultimate goal of this, and where could this lead should they be successful? And for a lot of the protests and a lot of the little things that I see, I don't so much see what they're talking about today. I'm trying to see what exactly they're trying to get at for the foreseeable future, for the near. That's the way I tend to try to think about these things. Like, I don't have a problem with peaceful protest as it exists, but what I see are a lot of bad actors that hang under the blanket of the more reasonable people, and then are more concerned with pushing their idea than they are with actually doing something that multiple people would be able to define as beneficial or necessary. So I mean, while I don't feel like while I cannot co-sign what one would deem, to be excessive force, like the old guy, that's completely uncalled for, that's completely crazy. But I think that this is not so much something someone decided to do overnight as it is really the response to letting it go unchecked for a very long time and seeing where it would turn out. And in more than one instance, and in many cases, it's turned out to be either inert, like the recent fleshing out of City Hall that occurred once it became very clear that people were just honestly squatting, and homeless people were starting to, join in and hang out, and it's like, all right, I feel like letting it go.
This is no longer
I feel like letting it go unchecked for as long as it did is why we have the response we have now. Because in almost every instance, letting the people exercise their First Amendment rights as they are wont to do has resulted in, yes, people being heard, but also a lot of bad actors just, and the bad actors are really inflicting some kind of damage. So I want to say it's a yes and no kind of thing, like, while I'm not sure we should be throwing people in the back of unmarked vans, I can see now why a disproportionate response has emerged from seeing just what the logical endpoint of a lot of these protests have been. I wish they were more focused and easier to follow with a more concentrated message, I'm pretty sure defund the police meant something when they started saying it, and then it took on an entirely different meaning once you realize some people were just into the idea of there not being any police whatsoever. Like, for every person that knew what defund the police meant, you had 10 people that did not know what it meant. Or knew what it meant, but were just, fighting for their own definition, which was basically, hey man, let's anarchy it up.
Yeah.
Which, already annoyed the heck out of me. I was like, yeah, like, I don't like that it's come to this in particular, but in a lot of cases I can't see why. I can see why some people would think it's necessary. I think it's unfortunate, like I said earlier, I think it's unfortunate that, many have just taken it as an opportunity to politicize the situation and, just use it to further their agenda. Yours truly, of course, using it to kind of paint Democrats as unruly and lawless. But
that's exactly what's happening.
But at the same time, it would not be so easy for them to do that if we hadn't given them the paint and the canvas and said, here, write whatever you want. Like, if we hadn't given them a blank check of public opinion to work with in the first place via our own actions, this agenda would not have been as easy to assert as it is. And I think that's
If I
kind of the
may,
small takeaway. Like, you see what happened in Seattle when they just backed off and let the people do their thing. For weeks, we saw what happened. It's like, he didn't make that up. He didn't do anything specific to. He didn't do anything specific to, you know, to project that image. They did that. The mayor didn't do anything. The police chief let him have it. And over the course of weeks, this is what they did. You know, it's not like conservatives made him do it. You know, in Oregon, when they tried to do it in Oregon, and the mayor shut that down immediately when they were trying to do it in Oregon, it's like nobody made him get on camera and said, "Hey, man, I seen what they're doing in Seattle, and yeah, I don't want that here. This is not it. Violence, you know, lawlessness, people playing tolls, getting shaken down, all sorts of craziness."
yeah, no, that's crazy. That definitely should not be going on. I don't think. I mean, we all live in cities, and we all live in towns, and we all live in, you know, organized society, right? Because we have decided that it's better if we have law and order in place,
You'd
right?
think so.
Yes, you lose your right to punch me in the face. However, I have also lost my right to punch you in the face.
Yes. that's definitely
So we're good.
Yeah.
So we're good. You know, no
Nobody's punching
violence.
each other in the face.
Right, because there's a law against that. And, you know, by living here, you're saying that you're okay with that.
Yeah, and I gotta say,
You know, I don't think
yeah, I'm sorry, go on.
I don't think that the goal should be to dismantle everything that makes an organized society function. Okay, I think that it's important to protest. It's important to say what you think. It's important to have your voice be
Agreed.
heard about the issues that you care about. So definitely, I'm not in agreement with people, you know, taking over blocks of space in a city for some bizarre reason. But I don't. My understanding is everywhere these troops have been sent, none of that's happening. It's just protests. Just people
Well,
protesting.
Jessica, again, do you want to think about how it looks now, or put your ear to the ground and go, okay, this is how it starts. This is how it has always started. And usually it will go off.
So what? They're preemptively.
Maybe. You don't think any of the actions seem even slightly prophylactic? Do they only come off as oppressive?
Well,
Like, genuinely asking, do they only come off as
yeah,
oppressive and oh my god, against the people?
yes,
Why do
they
they?
do. Well, because the law is not being broken.
Yet.
Okay, and if the law is broken, then it's up to the local government to make sure that the law is enforced. That's why local governments are in place. What are federal troops doing in these? And what are federal troops doing in Portland? Did the governor of Oregon request them? No, it did not.
Okay. So do you want it to
So
escalate?
it seems like a really no. I want it to be handled properly. If there's no laws being broken, if there are people who are protesting about something that they feel is unfair, they have that right as long as they're not being violent, as long as they're not destroying property. And the minute that changes, it's up to the local police, the local police to step in.
Okay.
Like it happened, and you just described what happened in City Hall. What happened? They were protesting for a hot minute,
Yeah.
and every time I looked into it, I heard about every time I looked into it, every time somebody got just a little bit out of line, they got arrested.
Well, that's New York, yeah.
That's New York. So there's
Every
no
place
need
isn't like New York.
for federal police to step in. But you know what? New York is one of the places that was on the list for federal troops to be sent. Did did our governor request those troops? No, he didn't.
I feel you.
We have a police department. Like, what is that except an effort to sell a specific narrative? I think that's what annoys me the most about it. It's like you clearly don't give a fuck about, excuse my language, actual law and order. Because if you did, you would recognize that there are no laws being broken. This is stunt. It's gross.
Mm,
So that's how I
I see
feel
what you
about
mean. I guess I've just honestly gotten too used to seeing them in an exploitative, just really abusive light. As far as, like I've never seen anything good come out of any of these things. Aside from
it.
the noticeable fracas, that it tends to cause on like social media and like
Yeah.
every both sides have their own narrative. Like I've seen more than enough, oh, find the good cop, where people will film a video on the tail end of some place needing to be cleared out when people have already been belligerent for some time and recording the response to it. And it's like, oh, well, look at him. He's being all forceful. Oh, look at him. He's being all terrible. And it's like, I'm glad that you decided to start recording at the tail end of this encounter and not, when it started before somebody threw some shit and completely broke the tension and broke the mood, with their silliness. Like, I get it, but, to what end?
Yeah.
And I guess, yeah, I guess some part of me can see it as prophylactic, but again, I can also recognize that it's just as likely a stunt. But again, like, you can't paint a narrative about people that they don't, unfortunately, invite upon themselves. Like, if you bring the salt, all right, and somebody loosens the cap, and then the next person that uses it just gets salt all over their food. You still brought the salt, though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, that never would have happened if you hadn't brought the salt. I told you my aunt had hypertension. Why did you bring salt?
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of tension going on lately.
So, I'm wondering, if anything, I wonder just how much of an effect it'll have. Because it's absolutely true that, like, crime, homicide, things have gone up in the wake of these weeks. You compare them to statistics from last year or even at all. Like, I'm not trying to go, oh yeah, well, generationally, we usually have 80 homicides annually, so this is actually in line with it. No, we should try to have none. I'd love it if we didn't have any. Like,
Of
to
course.
sit there and say, oh, well, there's,
Yeah.
it's comparable to years ago. It's like, that's not a good thing. I mean, I'm glad it hasn't gone up or down, but it's still happened. Like, or some places it's up, and so, it's like, I don't want
Oh,
to
in some
set a
cases it's
bar
still
for
happening, but
acceptable
overall it's
infractions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. There's no such thing as acceptable crime, or at least
Like
there
when they were like,
shouldn't be.
oh, the protests are kind of peaceful. It's like, what? I mean, kind of peaceful? Sure. If you want to make a distinction. But you should also call out the bad people.
You should absolutely call out the people that are breaking the law and being violent, and treat them the appropriate way. Like, the appropriate way for me is not bringing in random federal troops and attacking people who literally are not even part of the protest, or stuffing people into
Well,
vans or
yeah.
whatever it is that
For,
they're
for
doing. Like that's not even close
Well,
to a
okay, but for
protest.
every
That's
one
just
person that
like,
does get affected like that, are you gonna say everything they do is like this encounter this one guy had? That seems kind of disingenuous to just say, well, this is all they're doing because this happened to one guy. To say that no good has come of it,
I
period,
guess.
or that no good could have come with it. I mean, they were saying in what was it, either in Portland or in Florida that they were up like 200 something
Mhm.
arrests since the federal intervention.
Yes.
I mean,
Well,
that's
yeah.
all not
Yeah, they're
random.
arresting more
I'm saying that's
people.
all not random dudes getting their hands broken. You know, some of that is legitimate people that needed to get
No, that's not all random dudes.
yoked, thinking that they had the ineffectual nature of their local law enforcement and or politicians to rely upon because they knew they could get over. And then LOL, whoops, it's the feds. Why do we keep bombing
Well,
these
all right. I
contact
don't
events?
know. I don't, because there's only two of us, I think, and this other guy.
I mean, we're bombing hard. Let me see. Well, I'm up to means to an end. If you are, I'm
Me
already
too.
full
I
up
am.
on. Yeah, I'm
So we
already
can
full
be.
up on contact. You want to do You want to do some Nightfall the Ordeal? You want to do like two controls and maybe a Nightfall the
Yeah.
Ordeal?
Yeah, let's do
I
that.
know how you like your. I know how you like your crucibles. Yep,
Snort.
yep. So, Crucible Control is one of those things. I know how you like you some Crucible. So let's head in there while we continue.
Okay.
You were saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I would be interested in a more comprehensive data set. I still don't really understand what the benefit is of having federal troops step into protests in specific cities. And these very specific,
I think
like, very
I think I'm a
specific.
ruthless optimist. My personal hope, and I know this is you can call this, unrealistically optimistic. My hope is that just the very notion that this could be a thing will in its own way reduce the number of incidents. Like not so much
Okay.
people getting snagged by these people, but knowing that they're out there now and that there's
Mm-hmm.
definitely a chance will hopefully stem the tide
Mm-hmm.
of bad actors and just keep us, peaceful and keep the peaceful people in line because any reasonable person in a movement is always minding their P's and Q's as to not dilute or undermine their message.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that just the
Yeah.
notion that they'll be out there will slow down anyone, looking to act a fool, period. Because now the possibility's out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that prophylactically it would scare some people into not being buttheads. Like maybe
That would
that's
be
too
cool.
optimistic. But I know if I were planning some buttheadery and then I see in the Times that, you know, unmarked officials are chucking people into vans or federal police have now intervened,
Mm-hmm.
that would cause me to put the kibosh on whatever I thought I could do before. Because then again, I think some of those people are just counting on, local law enforcement being more ineffectual or just being, more lenient.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. That's an interesting way to look at it.
It's
If you're gonna be, I mean, I guess I suppose if your goal is to take advantage of
yeah,
the situation,
like I'm hoping it would
right?
preemptively stop
Then
those
yes.
people. Because I'm not going to say that
Yeah.
everyone protesting is out there, trying to start some shit, because that's absolutely not true. But there's absolutely a number of people who are counting on a diminished response because you can't tell who's who
Mhm.
to seize the
Mhm.
opportunity. for tomfoolery.
Right. Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
would hope it stops them.
Maybe so. If that's the case, then yeah, that's great. It, that is definitely an optimistic way to look at it.
In fact, you don't send armed police out in the hope that they'll shoot someone. The hope is that you never have to use your weapon. But when they know police are armed, they are not going to attack police because they don't want to get shot. So in the same way, I'm hoping that this acts as a prophylactic measure in the same way. Like this is an armed cop being sent in. It's the announcement that they will have firearms.
Show me you can take ground.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is the consequence now. Do you want to keep acting a fool? Can we protest the right things the right way?
Enemy claimed
Because now the feds are involved. So P's and Q's, everybody. That's personally what I would hope for. Best case scenario.
If you know what, if that's all that happened, it would be perfect. I mean, I still think the whole thing is perfect.
Absolutely.
But if
No, I can't even deny that.
But if that is actually what ends up happening, that would be actually best case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I need some help by Zombie Boo.
I was towards C on every side. Because it would remove the
Zone advantage is
the distraction that would be people actually being criminals and breaking the law during this protest.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Jotun.
captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Yeah, that's the same person that got me before. Or maybe there's more than one person running around with a Jotun.
Well, this is partially my fault. I still had that sidearm and that shotgun equipped from when we were doing PvE, so any deaths I accrue are totally my fault. Yep, you want to do that again? What the fuck? Wow. You people are garbage.
What?
Okay, fine. I'll equip Jotun and show you how to use a... Damn it. Why y'all making me do this? Why y'all making me equip Jotun?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, dude. I can't take this shit no more.
Zone B lost. Power play. Enemy has your zone. Zone A captured.
You want to do that again? Don't do it. Don't do it. I will kill you. Wow, I got Jotuned in the back. Yo, what the fuck? So, dear, you ain't seen no
What?
red on your radar?
Oh, God.
Battle is still close. Zone A
I only saw one bit of red. I got the one guy, and then there were like 4 of them.
Zone C captured. You're in the lead.
No more Jotuns.
No more Jotun.
No Jotuns. No Jotuns. No Jotuns. No, no, no.
Zone B captured. You have advantage.
Ah,
I hope he enjoyed that. That blade barrage did not hit anyone.
Zone C lost.
Bye, bitch.
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours.
I like this and Motherfucking green.
Really? You say it like you're almost ashamed to be saying it.
Did I?
It's like when we're the only ones in the room and you're like the N
Well,
words. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, but you say it randomly though. Sometimes you say it,
I guess
sometimes you
it
don't.
depends on the context.
Even when it's usually the only time you ever encounter it is when it's in a song lyric.
Yeah, true.
Whoops. Oh, his ankles. Oh, his paw ankles.
5 minutes remaining. Keep this up and
That poor child's ankles.
So dear, did you did you hear that
Zone C captured.
the Destiny cookbook is officially out in the
The
wild?
Destiny cookbook? No.
Yeah.
The cookbook of legend? The
You-
cookbook that became legend?
Book of Legends. The cookbook that became legend.
Why was I not notified of this? Jeff Bezos.
It's currently available on Amazon and wherever fine books.
What does that mean for us?
No, it will be ordered.
This poor man just got yeetunned. I had to give him the yeetun. Yo, how did he deflect the yotun with his face? Like it hit him in the face. I saw it happen. I ain't laughing, ain't funny. He got the full brunt of my yeet and lived to tell the tale.
It was just non-stop.
Just yeet. He got yeeted. That was some cap.
Uh-oh. It's the vocabulary word of the day. Cap.
Is it? I'll accept that.
I mean, maybe.
So, do you have a recipe from the from the cookbook that you cannot wait to tear into?
Well, there's the spicy ramen
Oh God! Of course there is.
recipe. And there's the galardoodles.
Galardoodles.
The galardoodles.
Of course. I mean, of course.
Recipe. And there are also drink recipes. Like there's a recipe for the wave splitter.
Really?
Yes.
That's a drink?
Yeah, it's a drink. I was trying to zoom in to see what's in it, but they were smart. They were like, "You're gonna have to buy the book. You're gonna have to buy the book.
They knew we'd be making wave
You're
splitters.
gonna have to work for your meal."
That arrowed him in the foot mid dodge. It looked like he spun and broke his ankle. I am. Uh-oh. There's a golden gun nearby. Cannot guarantee safety. Cannot guarantee safety. Golden gun nearby.
Uh-oh. So the craziest thing happened to me right before you joined. I think this is so rare. That I'm always so surprised whenever I see it. I was playing a match of Control. And right at the very last like 10-second mark, we tied.
Overtime?
Overtime. And then I can't take credit for this. Somebody else from like the team that I was on. Okay, so like they killed someone from our
Okay.
team, and then someone from our team killed someone from their team at the same time, and somebody stole a zone. So we confused Shaq. He was
Y'all
all
broke
like,
Shaq?
"Oh, you can't win them all," or something
Really?
like that. And then it turned out we were actually a point over. Yeah, that was an interesting.
Wow, Asperger.
And Destiny history.
30 seconds stand between you and victory. A victory well executed.
I told you to not make me bring out my Jotun. I told you. I unapologetically used the Jotun.
Oh, I think I just got the what do you call it? Oh my God, what is that thing? The
The
what is it? What is the exotic? What's the last exotic quest we got? The Ruinous Effigy. I just got the engram for it. I have to go to the Umbral Decoder and decrypt it.
Really?
Yeah, yes. We don't have to do that.
So you were
But it's good to know that we have it handy.
so you were out in these streets getting those precision multi kills with ease,
Multi.
with the greatest of ease.
Yes. Yes. I don't know how, but all of a sudden, while I was doing contact, I just
It was the video, dear.
like got a made a
Just blame it.
Yes, the video told
Just
me
blame it on the video, dear. Our
they made on the
our very helpful tutorial video on precision kills and you with the helpful words of a character from John Wick. Available where your internets are sold. Did you enjoy that?
I do. That was a lot of fun. That was hilarious.
I mean, who the F does a precision kill from the sky?
I don't know. Yeah.
You don't know? But it was in the video.
Except
It was me.
it was.
You know what?
It was you.
Nobody wants to give the black man credit. Nobody. The black man will stay uncredited. My contributions pooped on.
Hey, nobody pooped on anything you did. That was hilarious.
Thank you. Thank you. I realized I had a clip where I had done nothing but get precision kills for like the past minute and a half, and I thought to myself, wait a minute. Perfect opportunity to show the nostril the art of precision shots. Yeah. That first one I love though. Okay. where I threw in the title. That was an invisible enemy. Come on, somebody. Just
That was pretty damn impressive.
we caught him like mid recoil, like it's like precision kill. Peter Stormare, thank you for your performance. See, you once killed a man.
I know you can fight.
Oh yeah, with a pencil. I know. Yeah. Who the fuck can do that?
What the fuck?
Yeah. The fucking pencil. Who the fuck can do that?
You captured Zone A.
The stories you have
If
there.
anything,
If anything,
watered down. Yo, punch that dude in his face. Thank you. Like, what y'all doing? Trying to shoot at that man through his barrier. Shoot that man in the dick. Oh, really? And that's why you died from a solar grenade. See? Look at you. Look at you now. Look at your burnt ankles. Look at your burnt ankles. Sorry. Very sensitive right now. Some burnt ass ankles. I am a Dawnblade right now, okay? We're all about that Icarus dash. Did you see? You're not even... Do you look for your teammates before you set out into the world, Boo?
Actually, I admit I did not do that this time. It's probably why I died.
Look around on your radar. See if you got peeps nearby. See if you got me nearby. You know, roll with somebody, even if it's not me. But, you know, whenever I see you, I try to roll with you. You just be running away from people. We're going to try and take Zone A if you respawn nearby.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be about that Zone A life.
I see you. Heading
I've got my
in that
Monte
direction.
Carlo out. Alright, we took it. We done took it. You want to head this way with me? Don't see?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're going to be throwing fireballs.
Fireball.
Yeah, see?
You say.
Fireballs.
What the? Somebody got me.
Oh, they're sniping. I see him. Yeah, I see it.
Zone B lost.
I'm going for Zone C.
Okay.
I
There's
see
someone
him.
headed over there.
Thank you. See,
Oh, well, okay, no. There was a sniper
oh,
right
ass.
outside.
He took a fireball to the face, though, for his trouble, so...
Tell them to line up faster.
2 for 1. I'm just trying to collect these traces, Boo. I'm just trying to get down on these traces. They're going for Zone...
Having the
Mhm.
traces.
They're going for Zone B as we speak.
Okay.
For the unknown. Oh, boobs.
You captured Zone B. Zone A lost. Zone advantage is yours. Strength in numbers, Guardian. Excellent.
This is insane. Zone B is like a war zone, and there's still more people pouring into it. If you want to just keep
Yeah,
defending
there's
it.
people, like, really
They're trying really hard.
trying to wither horde their way.
Alright, he got me. We got each other, but he got me. Listen, there's a reason I use the Monte Carlo and I combine it with the Claws of Ahamkara when I'm a Dawnblade, okay? It's so I have 2 Hadoukens, and these 2 Hadoukens get refilled, or get a chance to be refilled, every time I hit somebody with this auto rifle.
You captured Zone A.
It's a self-feeding organism, okay? Just think, the bullets give me Hadoukens.
They're just,
What's up?
they really want B. They keep throwing wither horde grenades.
They are
in the
trying to space
air.
control hard with Witherhoard, I did notice.
You captured Zone C. Power
Yeah.
play. Keep the pressure on.
They're hanging around outside. They just want to be accepted.
I was trying to
I
head
see 'em.
over there, but I got into a fight with 3 people. One person died.
Wow.
Zone B captured. Zone A lost. Power play. Keep the pressure on.
Oh.
Zone C lost.
Really? Power play? Is this?
I mean, that's not a good thing.
How are you still alive?
You captured
Oh,
Zone A.
Jesus.
Zone advantage is yours. Only 5
Like,
minutes
he-
left.
And my Arc Soul was like all up in his face, and then I got him with a shotgun, and he was still alive. This is just not equitable.
Zone B lost.
Why couldn't I
Not equitable.
I'm so mad. He got a free kill with the Wither Horde because apparently I can't jump in Icarus Dash with this controller while playing Crab.
Destroy it.
You won on a technicality, fool. Enjoy your free wins. The heavy is still up there. Somebody should... I'll grab it.
Zone A lost.
Oh, fuck!
A has a power play.
Well, so much for that.
What?
Hammer of Soul.
Ugh,
It's all good. I'm taking Zone B. For the culture.
I don't know. I'm taking A.
You captured Zone B. Zone A captured. You have zone advantage.
I took B. Yeah.
Took B. Where are you headed next?
Somebody's coming for B. They're coming through that little dilapidated building on A, so... maybe when I know B is actually clear, then I'll move. They're gonna kill me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want them to kill me.
No, it just, yeah, there was just, it was too real. Yeah, it was too
3 minutes.
This team is asleep.
Unfortunately.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone B lost.
Why are you doing that?
I thought we
No.
were humming
No.
the track.
This is catharsis for this embarrassing loss I'm experiencing. I'm trying to keep my sanity intact.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You're beaten. This time.
We can still play another game and win.
Heathens! But yes, now I want to make a drink called the Wave Splitter, so I need to get down on that.
So we're gonna have to order this book. Yeah. It will definitely be ordered.
I'm 56% on traces. I don't know how you are. How you doing?
I'm at 34%.
What?
No, actually, I think I just had it in my cart and didn't order it.
Oh, really? You put the book, you had the...
Yeah, hold on.
So you got almost there.
I almost
Okay,
got
okay.
it. Yep. Wait, let's see. If I order it today, it will arrive on Friday.
Oh,
I will
Lord.
order it now.
Gonna have to dedicate a bonus
Yep.
episode to that.
Yeah. It shall be mine. Oh, yes. It will be mine. Ah.
Call us many things here at Infernal Penguins, but never call us late for Destiny dinner.
Not late ever for Destiny dinner. Alright. So, I think,
What do you think?
yeah, we could do like maybe one
Okay.
more. And then maybe we could do a
Okay.
nightfall.
And then what?
Okay. Well, I was gonna bring up, what are some things that you think Bungie could fix since they're getting all this extra time to play with our emotions.
Well, I mean, how much time do you have?
uh,
Well,
we have a good amount of time.
I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know. If you really wanted me to narrow it down into like must-haves, fix the shader system, please. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the shader system having changed the way it did was in direct response to Activision's consistent complaint that monetizing the core fan base of Destiny and I feel like that was an attempt by Bungie to kind of extend the olive branch in a small way and provide a small, if ineffectual, avenue of monetization by making shaders consumable, making them a resource. But I feel like in hindsight, it just created a system that really nobody asked for, really nobody really wanted, and 3 just kind of fed into the game's in-game economy and materials economy in a really bad way. I love being able to accessorize and being able to customize my armor from the ground up, but I've always thought the consumable shader system was always a bit of ass. Like it was a bit of good and bad, right? Because by breaking it up, they let you use shaders on individual pieces of armor. But then at the same time, they made them consumable, so you don't have free reign over how you look. Or if you do, there's an actual material cost that you then have to endure as part of just, I don't know, wanting to express yourself in Destiny's world.
Yes, true. If anything, I would love a apply to all option.
Kind of like the way it used to be, right? Because that's how it used to be. Shaders used to be apply all. Wow. Xenophage.
Yeah.
Zone B lost.
I got hit with the Xenophage. Excuse my black behind.
You have zone advantage.
Someone's done Pit of Sorrow.
Zone B captured. That's a power play.
Like someone did the exotic quest.
The Xenophage.
That's a badass weapon, especially if you're an invader in Gambit. Forget about it. Xenophage is badass.
Zone B lost.
I love me some Suros regime. That weapon hits so clean. Like fireball straight into your spleen.
Fireball straight into your spleen. Into your spleen.
That's the meta. You better download
Zone A captured.
that
Zone
DLC.
captured zone B. Power play. Keep the pressure on.
And also, I mean, I know that there are a lot of people that are like, oh, I want to change my Guardian's face.
You know, face
Zone C lost.
I would definitely put on the list, though I would put it fairly low on the list. To be honest. I don't think you spend enough time with your damn helmet off to warrant facial changes holding any water. Unless, and this is a big unless you want to give Guardians the ability to take their helmet off in non-combat zones. Now, this is not to say that there are not several environments that Destiny Guardians go through that are very obviously not conducive to human survival. But there are
Right.
several points where Anna Bray ain't got no helmet, yo. You know, Zavala ain't wearing his helmet in the cradle. Neither is Eris Morn. So
Right.
I'm under the impression that there's some breathable air on Io. There's apparently breathable air on Mercury. There's apparently breathable air on Mars. So why do I have to wear my helmet? If you're gonna let me customize my face and give me the option to have my helmet off, why not give me the option to have my helmet off in combat zones?
The enemy is persistent.
Yeah.
I get that. Oh god. I get that in terms of exotics, it can be. I get that in terms of exotics, it can be easy to identify what someone's wearing or what someone's using, especially exotic weapons. Like they make a particular sound, and helmets. Exotic helmets look a particular way. But maybe just limit that to exotics, like having to be always on, and maybe give people a choice as to whether or not they want to wear their helmet in a place that's obviously not hazardous to you. And I think then,
Right.
I think the necessity of you know, customizable faces or being able to recustomize your face will be warranted. Otherwise, I mean, I remember how I look, but how
Yeah.
often do I ever see it?
Pressure on. 5 minutes.
I think for
Yeah,
the entirety
sure.
of the Red War, like there's one cutscene where you're in your ship flying back to the tower. That's the one time you see your Guardian's face in the entire original campaign.
Yeah, true.
And it's like I'm not against that, but you know, give me more facial opportunities.
Zone C.
But it has been a good. I'd throw that on there. Okay, so you know, give us more Guardian face moments and make restore the shader system back to the original. Stop making them consumable. Really, that's the only change they really need to make. Everything else they did was great. So I guess those are my two. I guess those are my two for the moment. Do you have any additional improvements that you see as necessary?
Well, I would say I really
Zone
don't
C
really.
captured. That's a
Let me
power
think.
play. You took them. Now hold them.
Well, other than at some point getting SRL, you know, that would be nice.
That's not an improvement though. That's a whole mode.
Yeah,
A well
but you're right. I want that whole mode
Like,
back.
what about for sparrows?
And
You know, like, do you have anything about sparrows that you would want
Oh,
to change?
sparrows?
Like, I don't know. Why doesn't
Well,
every sparrow have
there's sparrows.
geolock? Like, why can't I do crazy stunts in every sparrow? Why is that still a restriction?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. And why are there 150 and 160 sparrows? It literally
I do
makes
not
no
know why
difference.
there are 150 sparrows at all. Like, 160 is demonstrably faster, and it's the standard. Like, why would you want to consciously drive a slower sparrow? Yeah, I never got that.
And then do you want to do another one, or do you want to do the Nightfall?
Let's hit up the Nightfall.
Okay. Anchored. Nightfall the ordeal.
Alright, I think I'm
Do you want to do Hero?
What light are we?
I'm 158 or
What light am I?
Hero. Oh, 163.
So
Okay,
which one are we
let's
doing?
do,
Huh?
Hero? Well, we should do Hero because I was gonna say Legend, but it has no matchmaking.
Next show, we will do a Legend Nightfall together. Yes, even if it's just two of us. It's
Okay.
possible. You just have to prep your cheeks, you know, like we'd probably bring in the Borealis and the Hard Light. I'd probably bring in the Hard Light. You can bring in the Borealis if you want, or vice versa. You can bring in the Hard Light. I'll bring in the Borealis because they let you change your you know, they let you change the element, and anything above has equipment lock on it. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, just so we'll be prepared, and you know, we'll complement each other. You'll have rifts. I might bring bubbles.
Nice.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
ways to do it. We can bring our A game. We'll try that next time.
Okay.
Now let me put on the Phoenix Protocol. See how that goes. And okay, so I've got anti-barrier on me, but I don't have unstoppable popping. What's going on in this thing?
Unstoppable. Overload.
Unstoppable and overload. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I have an overload thingy.
Really?
Hold on. I'll use that. Yeah. Really.
That's annoying. Oh no, because I don't think I have any overload do I have any overload primaries? Y'all won't even let me like see what the activity is though. Like y'all won't even let me like preview it. Why can't I just preview it? Whatever.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see.
You can if you're the fire team leader,
the
but you
burn.
can't when you're the, you know, the other person. Man, I wanted to bring the Lumina.
Oh, then there's Arc Burn.
Arc burn?
Yeah, Arc Burn.
Alright, let's check. Oh, great. It's. Oh, God. Not this one. Empath. Enhanced radar. Take increased damage from melee. Overload and unstoppable champions. Hero modifiers. Extra shields. And Setia's Durance. Arc damage increased. Knockback damage and distance increased. Fuck. That kind of messes up my whole. Yeah, that kind of messes up my whole loadout that I had planned. Alright. Well, balls to me. Looks like I'll be bringing the Trinity Ghoul. Feeling rather ghoulish at the moment. Well, I mean, that's just the go-to for the arc multi-kills, you know? You feel?
Yeah.
I healed you. Or I threw you healing.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
I tried, boo. I've been trying to get my radiance chops up.
Thank you.
What the hell? So y'all jumped out of that aura. Y'all just jumped out of that aura and left me there to die.
Me? I was already dead.
Y'all just killed me. That was y'all's fault. Oh my gosh.
What the hell? What is doing all this damage?
So SRL.
Oof.
So CRL, the Crab Racing League, is all
The
you
crab.
got for the kids at home. Just the restoration of the Crab Racing League is all you need for Destiny to return to its peak state.
be cool. Mm, it would be cool to have like. You know what I would love to see? Then
I saw that. Just so you know, I saw that. I saw that. I saw you hop away. I saw you fly away, though.
I was trying.
The
not to
karmic
die.
gods were not going to let you get away with that.
Oh, you're just gonna leave me here? Okay, thanks.
Heading inside now.
Good. Descend to the heart of the temple. You're looking for one of the Queen's Technians. Tech witches, you Guardians call them. Her name is Sadia. She was taken. She can be saved.
So,
She will try to kill you. Much as you might like to do the same, you must
Yeah.
spare her.
Vince, and also, I don't know that I.
That was a grenade of
Really
buffs. Shooting at people. You said you don't know if you really need ghosts? Are-
Like,
what?
you know how they have. You were telling me the other day about that. No, I do like the ghosts, but I don't know that I really care about their little perks that they.
You mean like guiding light that gives you 10% extra XP, or like Hellas
Well, I feel
Basin
like-
Finder, which helps you find materials in the Hellas Basin or on the moon? Like when I needed helium filaments, I could put on my moon scavenger and I could just find materials in treasure chests a lot easier. Oh, materials don't matter to you because you don't use upgrades a lot. Oh.
Materials do matter to me. I use them. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, I don't really. I'll be honest. I don't make a lot of decisions about which ghosts I use. Oh God, you like. Okay.
Well, is that because you don't have a wide variety to choose from, or because they're actually useless?
No, I have tons
That
of
okay, you
them.
have tons. That doesn't mean that you have a
It's-
ton that are worth using. You can have a ton of shotguns, and they could all be blues. Like, what do all of your ton of ghosts have on them?
Well, the one I'm using currently has guiding light, so that's cool.
That's you knew that because we talked about that yesterday. Why else are you using it?
Because it looks nice.
Not because it also
That's really the
not because it
main
also has
reason.
Speed Demon that helps you pull out your Sparrow immediately without having to summon it.
Guardian down.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
So what are you saying? If anything, I think they've devalued the point of the bond more than they have the ghost. I think the ghost is intrinsically useful in many ways, especially when it comes to environmental or traversal buffs that you can put on your character. One thing I can't say I see the point of anymore is the bond. Like, bonds used to be exotic, bonds used to
Yeah.
have certain perks on them that would affect your reload or the way you played. I mean, you can still slot mods into bonds, don't get me wrong, but as far as they affect your stats, they don't really affect your stats anymore. Not unless you masterwork it
Not really.
or put a mod on it, and then you can
Right.
get like plus 12. But I feel like they've devalued the bonds. I actually like ghosts though, like customizing ghosts or having certain ghosts for certain situations. Like I have a handful, I have a chuck full of like exotic ghosts on my other profile. But
Oh,
yeah, but aside from the aesthetics, which are also, you know, a lot of fun to mess around with as far as personalization, I do like their little perks and things. I do think some of those perks should become standard issue. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't know, like pulling out your Sparrow automatically. I mean, I don't see the point of having to hold X all the time. After you've experienced not having to hold X, it's like, why do we do this in the first place? No, that I could stand having. I like stuff like guiding light. I like the telemetries that make, you know, hunting for materials easier. Like today, I need more helium filaments if I want to buy some more upgrade modules. I need some helium, but I'm low on helium, and the spider ain't trading in helium today. So if I wanted to go on a quick moon jaunt and pick up like a good 40 helium, I know I can use my Eris Morn shell. You know, the one we got for Shadowkeep? I can use that Eris Morn shell to look for stuff on the moon. And it's got guiding light on it, so whatever I do, I'm also getting that XP boost. You know. If anything, I'd want Ghost to factor in more. You know, considering how important they seem to be canonically to a Guardian survival. I'd want a little bit more Ghost customization and, you know, stat involvement. You know, like make me feel like my Ghost is important. You know, because they certainly don't hesitate doing so in the cutscenes, you know, in the lore. Always talking about, oh, ghosts are important, and ghosts, you need ghosts for this, and you need ghosts for this, and a guardian is this without his ghost, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And then when it comes to the actual, like, practice of playing it in the game, it's like, your ghost is this, it's like this aesthetic thing. You can pay attention to it or not. Whatever.
Yeah.
But then in the lore, it's like, he needed his ghost in order to, and it's like, what? Look, are they important? If anything, I'd ask for a little bit more ghost. Yeah, like I'd ask for a little bit more ghost, you know, personalization, and aside from the aesthetics. Because yes, your ghost can look cool, but you know, it's like you said, you find it hard to see the value in them.
Right.
You know, it's not the ghost's fault. And Bungie going, hey
Definitely.
man, your ghost needs to look like it's got a bird on it, and I'm like, all right, it does. Now what else? Because now my ghost looks crazy in cutscenes. Now my ghost just looks crazy. Looks like a hood. Looks like I stole a hood ornament off of a Cadillac, off a Golden Age caddy. My ghost out here looking like a hood ornament. Come on. Throws the thing.
I'm done.
I got you. Or maybe not. No, I got you.
Yeah.
Do we need more of those bombs?
I got one just in case.
But do we?
Oh. I just got pushed off the stage.
How? How? Everything was already dead.
Team Rocket blasting.
Everything was already dead, you cursed Gabriel. Accursed. Oh, Jesus, it's unstoppable. Shrieker.
Yay. It got.
It did. So yeah, okay, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
Why do you ask though? Is there somebody out there? What?
I know. It was just a thought, you know. We've given Bungie an extra month
And they
and a
kind
half,
of took it.
almost 2 months. I mean, yeah. It's not.
They didn't let me say, hey Bungie, what
They
about
were like,
Cyberpunk?
yeah, well, no.
Are you sure about
They
this?
did not. They were just like,
Are you sure about this?
we're just gonna need an extra and a half to get this done. So, Festival of the Lost.
And we're like, Bungie.
Uh,
We're like, Bungie, we expected a delay, but
uh,
November? Like, even the Shadowkeep delay was October.
Yeah.
Remember when Shadowkeep got delayed? Shadowkeep was a...
yeah, it didn't get delayed like a week.
It got
or
delayed,
two,
like...
though.
It got delayed from... I think it was supposed to be, like, around September 4th or so. No, it wasn't a week. It was like a month. It was supposed to come out, like, early September, and it ended up coming out, like, October 1st or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's like, I expect those level of, you know, inopportune delays. But, man. Y'all had better be cooking branching story paths up.
Right.
There better be a darkness story. And a light story. Like, for this level of delay.
Yeah.
Because COVID-19 is a convenient
I mean,
excuse.
this time they have a pandemic.
Yeah.
They have a pandemic to blame. They're like, oh, this pandemic, oof, sure is taking longer.
Yeah, so like, the COVIDs are not a bad buffer.
Program this game.
But you gotta realize
Yeah.
that means that this has to be spectacular. Like, y'all
Yeah.
can only use the COVID excuse once.
Yeah.
This thing had better be amazing, especially considering who and what they're competing with. Oh no.
Yeah.
Did you die in the Ascendant plane? Oh wow, I can't revive you until I get pulled back in then. I'm on the human plane. And your bodies don't show up here.
Okay.
You know how you keep getting pulled back and forth?
Okay.
Alright, I'm coming for you now.
Yeah.
Why can't I hold X? Oh, this blasted controller. Here, I did not choose the Elite Life. The Elite Life chose me.
Oh, did it?
Truly. Perseverance! I got it.
Yes.
I got Perseverance.
Did you?
I am ready to do Interference.
I'm not quite there yet.
Well, that is because you're not gelling.
I'm
Why are you not
gelling.
gelling in the Ascendant plane like the rest of us? Got a Thrall?
Oh.
Why does
Jesus.
everybody keep dying? Oh my.
I actually like spawned in midair. No, like when the shift happened, I was in midair, and when I appeared in the like human realm, the ogre was right there and killed me as I was like trying to get to a platform. So weird.
I just had to kill like 13 Thrall with like a single Trinity Ghoul shot. Because of where they decided to because of where they decided to spawn me in.
You want me to
Yes,
respawn?
please. Where I am, no one should follow.
Yeah. Oh. We're actually waiting.
Waiting where?
Like,
Are you in the Ascendant plane still? Revive yourself.
Yeah, we are.
I can't go there anymore.
I'm alive though.
Oh, okay. So both of y'all are alive, but stuck in the Ascendant realm? Like it's not counting
Yeah.
you guys out?
No.
Well, see if you can leave. I'm literally fighting ogres. Unstoppable ones. Fuck. Like, you have a stare an unstoppable ogre directly in the face.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, our friend is just continuously killing himself because he thinks that's gonna fix it. Maybe he's not wrong.
I'm just gonna have to die out here. Well, I can't kill the Ransacker ogres, the unstoppable ogres, all that shit by myself. So, y'all are
I
just
know.
stuck there until I can kill this thing here, I guess? That's what y'all get for dying over and over, you fucking heathens.
Yeah, I think we both need to die. We're gonna try that.
Oh, great. Now I'm in the Ascendant Plane with y'all.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm dead. My friend's dead. Oh, but there you are. I see you. Bring me back.
No, let's just all die and wipe. This is stupid. Just fuck it. If you're stuck here, there's no way you're getting pulled back.
Okay.
And I'm not fighting
Okay.
all of that stuff by myself. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, it's gonna make us do
Yep.
it again. Okay. All right.
Unfortunately. Gotta be the worst kind of glitches.
Yeah.
Where's my flying guillotine? This is bullshit. Falling guillotine, sorry. There we go.
Falling guillotine.
Love the falling guillotine. Also, I don't like this experiment. I may have to find a better situation to go full radiance. Because this wasn't it.
Okay.
No, I just felt kind of gimped and like there was no real use for my super because we're not really playing as a team, so like having the ability to set up a support super is kind of moot. I just feel like I'm losing out on DPS. Maybe when we get more coordinated, you know, then I'll use the radiance. Yeah, then I'll use the radiance thing, but for now it's kind of butt cheeks.
Oh, you mean the
Yes.
the well of
That's for me. Who got killed there on the bottom floor? Was that you? Why are you on the bottom floor with that thing?
Well, I thought I would take care of some of the ads on the bottom, but then it stepped on me.
Mm-hmm. You can take the high ground, Anakin. I mean,
I can respawn if you don't wanna. Cause
it's
too
not don't
rough,
wanna.
like,
You should
I'm
just
directly
respawn.
when it's
Yeah,
wet.
you should just definitely respawn. Less don't wanna, more don't wanna die kind of situation.
I get it. God damn it! What the hell? All right, that's one over then.
You got the ascendant one?
No, we got the real life one.
Oh, okay. Oh, those shriekers are annoying.
Yeah, what the hell? Okay, now we just got the ascendant one.
See that teleporter? Guardian down.
Literally, there were like 5 shriekers out of nowhere.
I am jumping through that portal like, what? Whew. Hey, guys. Come here often?
Oh, hello. Hi. Hi, so how's everything treating you? Ooh, radiance. Is that radiance over there? Did I see?
It's an
Oh,
arc
no,
soul
it's a
rift.
Ooh.
Girl, you knew I was not kidding. You know when I say I'm switching back to my soul glow.
Your soul glow.
You know when I say I'm letting my soul glow, I mean it. I have to feel oh so silky smooth at all times.
I was about to go there. Do you feel
I do
silky
actually.
smooth?
I do. It's this arc singe.
Mm. Another one.
Are you really gonna make me ask you to repeat that half sentence? There's an. There's
I
an.
was gonna say, do you have overload now?
I
But
do not.
then I was like, wait, that enemy is all the way on the edge. We actually don't need to trouble ourselves with that one. But yeah, that's kind of why I stopped there.
Huh?
Oh jeez. Oh, oof.
Oops.
It's actually alive. Look at that. Okay.
Smelling kind of ascendant in here.
Mm. It smells a little bit of something.
Crank that ascendant plane. Crank that ascendant plane. Crank that. Y'all just running off edges. Y'all don't even want to crank that
Just
ascendant
remember,
plane.
I'm right here with you.
No.
Oops. I kind of fell
Hold on a hold on a second.
further than I intended to. Yep. What happened?
I don't know. Apparently, it's difficult to find extraction. Yeah.
Netflix?
What? Oh. Oh, that's an overload goblin. I have no overload. Help me, cheeks! Help me, cheeks! I'm gonna die!
I'm helping you.
I'm gonna die!
Alright. It's totally focused on me right now.
See, I asked, I said, did y'all bring the overload rounds? And y'all were like, yeah, I brought the overload rounds. And I said, yeah, okay, yeah, no, you didn't. You know you ain't bring no overload rounds. You ain't bring no overload rounds to the party.
Did I bring you?
You ain't bring no rounds. Nope. You brought the short rounds.
Yeah, I brought
Nah, you brought the short rounds to the party. You thought this was Indiana Jones. You thought just because Bungie was indie that you could bring the short round, and then you're like, oh yeah, I brought the overload. Well, guess not. You did not. Some wordplay for you. Indie. Short round. You know what? This is why my bars will be unappreciated.
There she is. Let's bring her back.
My bars. I want you to Google and be like, oh wow, word. Is that what he meant? Oh wow. Yep, that's exactly what he meant. He said you brought the short rounds just because Bungie was indie. Yep. Mm-hmm. Just gonna continue aggrandizing.
You're just gonna continue.
I mean, I have no hype. I have no hype people. You know, rapper's only as good as his hype man. You need to have that. You know, like in Key and Peele. That's when the hype man is too good. But you know, he's like, eh.
When the hype man is too good.
Does repeating that like stuff give you like time to like figure out what I'm talking about? Because I gotta tell you, you're doing it again.
I was just thinking about. I was thinking about whether either of them was ever intended to be a hype man.
Whether either of who?
Key and Peele. Oh, are you talking about?
That's a specific sketch
where
when the
one
hype
is
man
a
is
hype
too
man?
good.
You must forgive me. I have not watched the sketches in a while. At least not most of them.
It's like you do it on reflex. You just repeat my crabs. You don't even respond to me. Just repeat what I said, the last few words of what I said. Say, damn, dude, my ass feels like bacon right now. Ass feels like bacon right now?
Bacon?
And I'd be like, yep. That is what I have previously.
That's a crazy
That's what I have
statement.
It doesn't matter what I say, though. It doesn't matter what I say. It's always the last few words.
Your ass feels like bacon?
It does not matter what I say. If I said, every time I move my analog stick, there's a clicking noise. You'd say, there's a clicking noise? Yes.
Yes, elaborate.
That's not what that means, though. That's not what that means, Pootie Tang. You're like the guy that's standing with Chris Rock. Chris Rock is like, man, it is hot today. It is. Yeah, this must be the hottest day of the summer. Man, I don't remember the last time we had a day this hot. Man, the temperature is really high today. And then the guy next to him will go, yeah, and it's hot too. By the end of the movie, he's like, I hate you. Sorry. Jessica, you're killing me. You're killing me. You're de-rhythming my banters. Who stuck all these arrows in my back?
Nobody.
You're the only person holding a bow.
Nuh-uh.
You could have at least put the bow away before you said, I don't know. Arrows in your back. Oh man, these Taken must be using bows and arrows now. We need to watch out. Nope. You just with the bow still in hand. I don't know, man. Says arrows out here. You gotta watch out for flying arrows in the ascendant plane. I don't know what to tell you, Lucian.
You do.
Yeah, when you're in the party. When you're in the party, we have to watch for stray arrows. Whatever you say, Miss Cheney.
That's okay. I accept your apology.
I'm gonna call you Chambriel. It's like your Dick Cheney in the world is Duck Hunt. Revive me, you heathens! I'm the only one clearly with an overload weapon. Get him!
Jesus. Jesus.
You're the last guardian standing. Throw down a rift. Hit a lick. Hit a lick like you smacked the tongue. All right, good. What happened to you? All I saw was you.
I don't know.
Like you literally went flying off the screen.
Oh, and I fell off the stage.
Thank heavens for swords. That was a good reflex. I switched to my sword in midair, and then I did one of these. I did a and I made it back. That's why you should always have a flying guillotine equipped.
Sword-handed.
So that you can guillotine your way back onto the material plane. This is like 2 rocks at once. If we jump now, we can make it. No. That's right. Swords. I'm gonna get down on some of that rift. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Hashtag Rift Life.
Rift Life is the best.
Yo, Sadia, can you not like? This is not a thing that we can keep doing. Yo, you just can't keep having fever dreams and trapping us in the ascendant realm of debris and rocks. Like I do not like this at all. If this is what happens when you leave a Techian unchecked, we're gonna have to like the vetting process is gonna have to be substantially expanded because wow, look at what Sadia managed to do.
Oh yeah, there's sections are very powerful, and this one was
Damn, she got bodied. Make a brains turn to eggs, Sam. I am. You know that's how I'm switch it up. Will I am. Oh, you just walking around with orbs like it's a thing to do. You practicing for your ruinous effigy? Practicing your orb carrying skills? Oh damn.
Yes.
You almost got her. Ordeal or no deal. That's cute. I just got a triumph called Ordeal or no deal.
You almost knocked me off the
That's how
stage.
Daniel knocked me off knocked me off of IO. He did the spin attack and blew me off the stage. That's when I was like, man, I hate you. Guardian down. Shut up. Be quiet, ghost. Pretend like you know the struggle.
The struggle could not be more real.
It's a lot of kills there.
That is a lot of
It would be a
kills.
shame if someone
Oh yeah, I'm up to.
weaseled you. What?
What?
You're not ready to interfere?
I am.
Oh, you are?
I could interfere. Hmm.
Do you want to interfere as our last action of the night?
Sure. Let's do that.
Yeah?
Why not? Let's see. I'll
Hmm? That's the place.
interfere.
That's typically the place.
Launch.
You say lunch?
Launch.
Launch?
Launch. Like launch. Like, you know. 3, 2, 1, take off. Launch.
Chad, what's she talking about? She talking that crazy talk again? She doing that weirdness? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought she was doing. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Girl, you crazy. Okay. Oh no. Oh. I was thinking to myself.
What?
Thinking to myself, we should have gone to the tower first, so that you could get your effigy, and then you could run through this thing, you know, having fun with it and peeling out with it. You want to do that? Would you like to get your effigy and use it? I don't mind the extra. I don't mind the extra few seconds of waiting while you do that. I do not mind, because you'll get to
Okay,
use it.
let
You know,
me,
you get to have fun with it.
Let me make you the fire.
No, just take.
And then I
Okay,
can
yeah,
become-
do that. Do that then.
Alright.
The servants of Savathun fight to keep us from the messages of darkness. Use the seeds to dispel their foul influence.
Get out of here.
I'm going.
Get out of here now. Oh. Well, then I suppose this will be a good second to BRB.
Yeah.
While you're out there,
I mean,
finagling,
I'll be back for just a.
canoodling,
I'll be back in just a second.
faskloogling, chernoobling.
For Googling. Chernobyl. Wow.
Listen, don't tell me how to give it a good Google.
Like Chernobyl something. Are you googly? Are you sure you mean a googly? Not a.
I'm sorry, I did not pronounce that right. I did mean you googly. And I'm a good Googleizer. Don't mock me. I can hear you.
You Googleizer. You know, I'm a pretty good Googleizer too. The branch gifted to you by the pyramid has gorged in paracausal power and been bound to you through Eris's repurposing of Savathun's twisted rituals. Contained within an engram structure, the branch is ready to be forged within the umbral Dakota. As you grip it, a cold emptiness stings your fingers, briefly before subsiding. Barely notice. It is time for this gift to find its final shape. Ooh, this is cool. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that.
Some people rock it gracefully, some people go down crashing in flames. And then, like George Carlin said, some people just end up looking like a freshly circumcised dick. I remember rolling up extendos. Nowadays, bitches shaking ass about the window. Feeling dirty, getting brain like a Winslow. Oh man, this crank that is rocking.
You know, we just heard the freshly circumcised dick comment.
Yes, I know. Did you think that by repeating it, you were making it go away faster? What was your plan?
Unfortunately.
Boo boo. You do know there's a difference.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Ooh, this is exciting. Hmm. Thank you, Nose. Mm. Bape on your cape. Oh, hello. Look at what I have.
Gosh. Is that an effigy I see? Is it of the ruinous variety?
It's of the ruinous variety, yes, 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 yes.
Well, over here, darkness is spreading. You keep your innocence. Well then, let us go.
Yeah.
I would like to also refer back to the Ruinous Effigy and You video for any pro tips on how this weapon is to be used. Memes
okay,
optional,
okay.
though I have heard through...
Oh.
The curse. So y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw how I was just minding my own business and she like booty bumped me off a cliff, right? Y'all saw the boot. Y'all saw how she booty bumped me, right? How she just walked by and was like, "Peach coming through," and I was just like, "What?" Just so y'all know. Just so y'all saw the Peach Express.
I did no such thing.
As long as y'all saw the Peach Express come through and just booty. Excuse me. I made it.
Yeah. You were gonna blame me for that.
Dear,
too,
you
I
are to
see.
blame for any and all Guardian Downs related to pratfalls. That is just your domain. That is.
What?
Oh wow! Look at the tree.
Oh my god, it looks solid.
It's looking pretty solid. This is not good. Those little streaks of
Yeah,
light
this
that
is
run
crazy.
through everything darkness are starting to run through it too. How did we not notice? I'm calling it. It's a darkness traveler. We had to make a black traveler to erase because the white one made a mistake. Now it's time to erase that mistake.
Oh wow.
Telling you, watch.
Oh, and I just got the catalyst for it.
Badass. Making spheres, are we?
Yeah. Wow. What?
Every elementary school lunch was preparing you for this one moment. The moment you would actually have to use your skill at Dunkaroos.
A Dunkaroo.
Yep, don't forget holding the left trigger lets you do the field of no. As was described.
Mm-hmm.
before
The
field,
field
of no.
of no.
Yes.
Mhm.
Watch, stick with me, boo. Watch, come this way.
This is crazy.
You looking? Alright. Boom!
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's crazy. Holding the what
The left
button, you
trigger.
said? Oh, the
Okay,
left
that's your
trigger.
right trigger, but we'll forgive you. We'll forgive you for that.
that was
We'll forgive you for that. Again. See, next time we will tell her it's both triggers. Just to mess with her. Oh, thank you for the rift. Good heavens.
And then.
I was just about to bring you back. What the fuck? Why did I risk my life doing this? Never again. You're on your own. Nope, next
Sorry.
revive, you're just on your own. You're on your own. Also, now that you've got this, you can take out those Savathun's eyes wherever you see them.
Oh, yeah.
There's also, I mean, in addition to helping this thing's catalyst along a lot faster, it's also a triumph for this season, getting all 50 of Savathun's eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, they're hidden.
I feel like I've seen them. all over the place.
Yeah, I think you have. Nakaris said, "Is malice not enough?" I don't think I've ever heard that one. Have you?
Hmm. No, I have not.
I'm gonna go off to the right side. You know how I do.
Okay.
What the fuck? That's really fucking with me, huh? Okay. Yeah, they were really messing with me for a second there.
Crazy.
I had like a captain and one of the shield guys trying to push me off. A took-in captain, by the by. Yeah.
Took-in
Yeah.
captain.
They're all tookens in here. Alright, taking the right one.
Alright, I'm gonna head in the... yep, here we go.
Which one are you doing? The right side? I mean the left side? Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll be just in time. Oh, you're dead.
Flush.
No.
Yep.
Ow. Please stop shooting me. I'm coming for you. I'm coming.
Want me to read? Okay.
I'm coming. Ow! Oh, wow, that was a bait and switch. Ow. That hurt. Okay, it's okay. I'm still going.
Yeah, those are bait and switches. Yeah.
Feet are moving. Feet are grooving. Welcome to the jam.
Nice. Welcome to the Space Jam. It's a Space Jam.
Oh god, not the single ladies dance again. Is this solely because Beyonce had the best music video of all time?
Yes,
Is that why you keep doing
Yes.
it?
yes, that's exactly right.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Thank you, boo. Jesus. That thing was actually about to kill me. I'm like, wait a minute, why is it doing so much damage?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I can't believe how effective this is at getting rid of these tokens.
Isn't it fun? Isn't it just a hoot to just use?
Yeah.
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 It's just it's a really satisfying PvE weapon. I just love the transmutation spears. I like how they kind of change the way you play the game because they give you a little weapon to mess around with that you can either use as an area attack or just dunk it on someone's eyeball. And it's really powerful, so it's not like...
Don't get
And it's a really powerful move, so it's not even like something like, I guess I could do it. If it's like, no, why wouldn't you want to use these things? They're so much fun. It's like your gun is making
Yeah.
them. Look at this, I'm still carrying one. I'm about to dunk on this fool and cyberbully. Boop! How did I die? How did that happen? Why am I dead?
Yeah, sure.
I dunked it and died. It's like I got killed by my own dunk. It's like I welcomed myself to the jam before the slam and I paid a hefty price. I didn't know there was a penalty. Or that I would be paying with my life.
You will pay with your life, indeed.
Okay, so what we not gonna do is we not gonna have this auto-tune hive selling gifts. Okay?
Guardian down.
I'm down.
I don't know if you know that reference. That is a reference to Nicki Minaj's temper tantrum over Queen not being number one,
Oh.
where she called Travis Scott an auto-tune man selling sweaters. Oh my god.
Damn.
I'm like, Nikki, that is just... That's ugly.
That's
That's
pretty
ugly though. That's ugly. Don't be ugly, Nikki. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know Astroworld is a album that is very well deserving of the spot it has. Very creative.
Yeah.
Very, very distinct sounding album. Born of effort. Call him no auto-tune, man. Like, girl, stop. You don't even produce your own beats. Gonna get at my man's for using auto-tune.
Yeah, but
Like, auto-tune is part of his aesthetic. The man never claimed to be a singer. He creates an aesthetic. And he's very good at it. I mean, he single-handedly, you know, changed the dreamy, psychedelic, hip-hop landscape. Paved the way for a lot of sounds. You know? Don't be so reductive to Travis Scott like that. That's mean. That's just mean.
I'm gonna respond.
Yeah, do so. Because I was staring the Minotaur down.
Yeah, that's pretty mean.
But she was just salty. She was just salty. She
Yeah,
was
she
really,
was
really
salty.
salty.
And then she retired,
Yeah, okay.
apparently. And now she's pregnant.
Yeah, okay.
supposedly?
Okay, Mrs. Minaj.
I mean,
No, while I do not doubt either of those things, you know, that ain't got nothing to do with why her album was number 2. You know, I can understand.
No, I mean, number 2 is the.
It really is,
respectable-
though. Imagine being number 2
I mean, it's not.
and being mad about that.
There's nothing wrong with being number 2.
I guess it's the fact that she's never had a number 1 and that she's always come in at number 2. But it's like, I mean, I don't know, step up your artistry. Like, it's not sexism, it's not some conspiracy, it's not no bundle deals. It's, I mean, at the end of the day, your barbs are the ones supporting your work, supporting your music, giving you the streams, giving you the album sales, and the album sales reflect your standing, you know? It ain't like you got a low
I mean, if I'm
number
being
to
completely
get number
honest.
2 on the Billboard charts. I mean, Jesus. Like Eminem said on Greatest,
Yeah.
you set a mark too high when platinum sales are looked at as a failure. Is that not true?
Well, that is true, but what I was gonna say is she definitely has the talent to push herself
Yes.
creatively. I'm not convinced
No.
she always does that.
That's what I was going to say. While you say that, she has not pushed herself
Yeah.
creatively since she started. She has always been a really good,
Yeah.
above average female rapper who has pop crossover appeal because she also can. She has pop and R&B crossover appeal because she can also sing. So she gets all 3 of those camps. And whenever she does like a collaboration with, like, say, Ariana Grande or Calvin Harris, or when she does a collab, or even with 6ix9ine, it usually charts effing high as fuck. And in fact, on Queen, she even somehow got Fifi onto her track list, which undoubtedly helped the number of streams she had. So it's not like, but it's
Yeah.
the same lane she's always occupied creatively. This good rapper, good pop star, but you know, I mean, she hasn't really gone beyond that. And I think if she really wants to nab a number 1,
Right.
you're gonna have to go out of that niche you're so comfortable in, where you can just get a lot of good numbers and a lot of high streams
Yeah.
by collabing, and otherwise you're just a really good rapper. Like, do something different with your sound.
Yeah.
You know, evolve a bit. It's been enough time. Don't get mad at Cardi B for taking number 1
It's
from
been
you.
quite a while.
Because Cardi B was arguably doing something a bit different with her sound.
Yeah, which is telling. Like, you're not gonna convince me that Cardi B has the same level of
No.
talent that Nicki Minaj does. But what she does have going on is, you know, she's willing to try different things. She's willing to push herself. She's willing to go, how do I put it? She's willing to step to the plate with people that are arguably above her station.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And she's not worried about it. She's willing to push herself creatively. Like, I was actually really impressed when she did what was that, Finesse with Bruno Mars.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I mean, yeah, Bruno Mars is like outrageously talented. He's a really good songwriter. He's a excellent musician. He's a really good singer. He has a really interesting sound. He has a really cool
He does.
aesthetic.
I really like
Like-
Bruno Mars.
I like him a lot, and for her to do a song with him, it's like I like that she was not worried about him like outshining her or something like that. Like, it was just like a really cool collaboration that made me look at her a little bit
Agreed.
differently.
Agreed. And I think that's the position she needs to find herself in.
So
Where she's not so worried about the streams, or she's not so worried about the numbers, but just pushing herself creatively in a way that'll, you know, have people go, oh shit, what's she doing now?
Right. Yeah, that should be the goal. It's like, well, you gotta step outside your comfort zone
Mm-hmm.
a little bit.
Just,
Um,
just
a
like she
little bit.
was,
I think if she did that, she would easily have that.
yeah,
number
just
one
like she was berating.
that she wants so badly.
She was berating Lil Kim for doing the exact same thing almost a decade ago. And now she's in that position where it's like, all right, now what? Now you got the younger generation coming up to the platform that you helped, that you absolutely helped forge, and saying, now what? You know, it's one thing to say you're the queen. It's another one to be the queen without needing to say it. And that's where we gonna leave
Yep.
you. Don't you come after my man's Travis Scott, calling him no auto-tune man, okay? Rodeo is a classic. Okay? Musical genius. He's a voice from the Kanye generation, which I think is great. Like, you got somebody like Travis Scott. He was very much inspired by Kanye West, and still managed to make a sound that's definitively all his own. Like, you know what a Travis Scott sounds like. You know, and that's how you do it. You take from the people that came before you, and you put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it, and then you can be the next classic. You know, every artist got to do it. She did it. You know, I just think it's been so long. Maybe she forgot. You know, some artists lose that hunger. Eminem lost it, and look what happened to him. He got mad at everybody, but he also threw a musical temper tantrum, which is arguably the best kind of temper tantrum any artist accused of fledgling can throw. He threw a musical temper tantrum and was like, "Damn it, you're still on my lawn."
Yeah.
And look at that, look at that. We got Kamikaze, then we got Music to Be Murdered By. I feel like Eminem is back on his ish. I really like The Adventures of Moon Man and Slim Shady. I really like that song. That is so awesome. It's the kind of thing that you think should have, could have, or would have happened by now, but it actually didn't, and it finally did. Dear, do you know what that is? You don't know who the Moon Man is? You don't know who the Man on the Moon is? Come on, Man on the Moon.
Is it?
I'm literally giving you the answer by saying Man on the Moon. Wow, Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey. Not Andy,
Is
not
it-
even,
Oh, is it? Oh, is
not
it
even
Donald
Andy
Trump?
Did you say
Oh,
Donald
is it
Trump?
Andy,
Slim Shady's
yeah,
doing a
Slim
collaborative
Shady.
song
Okay,
with
that's a
Donald
whole
Trump?
different subject.
Donald Trump's rap name is the
I don't
Moon
know
Man?
what you're talking about.
Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi is the man on the...
Okay, that was never.
It's the name of his first album. Man on the Moon Part 1 featuring Mr. Rager. Man on the
okay.
Moon. Yes. There's a song out now called The Adventures of Moon Man and Slim Shady. It is a Kid Cudi / Eminem song. And like I said, it's something that you thought could have, would have, or should have happened by now, but it didn't. And it finally did. And it's really good. It's so
Cool.
good. There's
Nice.
I will
give it a
send you
listen.
the lyric video. You gotta see it. It's actually really entertaining when you watch it as the lyric video too, because you can understand what both of them are saying. It's just arguably difficult
Nice.
for both of them, depending on what vibe they're in. But yeah, no, it's really good. But you know, even in his late 40s, okay, Eminem doing songs with Kid Cudi. Let's go. You know? He single-handedly dissed everyone in the younger generation of SoundCloud rappers, but still did a song with Juice WRLD. Respect. Respect.
Yeah.
It's because he heard him freestyling for an hour over his beats and went, holy shit. He said it. He was like, he mastered it. He was like, whatever it is we've been trying to do, you know, like the art of freestyling, is like, he got it. He figured it out.
Oh, cool.
Anywho, musical interlude aside,
Yeah.
you showing Eris your ghost here? What you doing?
No, I was gonna wait until you were finished to talk to Eris, so we could go and look at the
I've been
lore.
filling time. I'm ready. Eris, speak to us.
Okay. Eris.
This is a linguistic
Mhm.
oddity, a back channel, a vocal nod. Yes.
Yes.
The darkness implores us to continue on our current path. Apparently, it believes itself to be quite supportive.
Dear
Curious.
Cabbage called it.
This message means contrast in the naturalistic sense, but also implies a judgment. Humanity assigns moral meaning to change, interpreting it as for better or for worse.
What?
Do we think of winter as evil because summer flowers must wither and die?
Did you see what I just sent you?
We do not. And the darkness
Nope.
asks us why.
And what's the name of today's book?
It's called Yes.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to have a serious.
Alright,
I think we're
alright,
gonna have
let's
to
see
have a
what's that.
serious sit down and talk with Cabbage. I think Cabbage knows something we don't.
Maybe he does.
All right. So the book of Yes.
It says, the book of Yes. A lapse. Nothing meaningful emerged from our work this time except vague affirmation. Perhaps I have misinterpreted the result. Personal notes, Gordon have another with a knife. Yes, it approves of my interest. It encourages me. When darkness reaches for you, you should flinch away. But I do not. This approval excites me. Am I already in its power? Is this a declaration of its triumph? When I was a guardian, I went on a dive to gather salvage from an ancient submarine. We plunged so deep that the air itself became intoxicating. Hypnotized by our own beauty, we stared into each other's helmets, drunk on our own distance from the world. But when we surfaced, agony. I feel that depth pressing on me now. My fingers and ears ache. The enemy's excitement terrifies me. It cannot give. It cannot be made to give. The fallen call it that astonishing ability to evade being robbed. It can only take. What could this yes mean, except that it has taken something from me? My course is set. I did not tell Zavala. I take this unto myself in the hope of
I
helping
think she
others.
just succumbed to the darkness.
Yeah, a small space. Is A Sumerian woman returned last night. She found an archaeology garden on Titan. On the manifest.
Oh God.
Pineapple. Pineapples are real. She is a power, this guardian. But there are many as bright or brighter. It is perseverance that makes the difference. We will see if this one perseveres. I sent her to bring me pineapple seeds. Her name is Anina. She has white, innocent eyes. I will not give up my work. Not until I have fried ice cream with pineapple and raisins. And not until I know exactly what is.
Can I let you into a
Okay,
brain machination I have?
Sure.
Her name is Anina, the Sumerian woman. We've finally given the Sumerian woman a name. She has white, innocent eyes. What's Anina backwards?
Um. Anin. Oh.
Is that weird?
Anin.
Spell it backwards. Jesus, don't make it too hard on yourself.
Anine.
Uh-huh. What did you just
Nine?
spell? A 9!
Anine.
Fuck.
Oh, a 9.
Yes, a 9. That's weird. I don't know why I read that way when I read it, but I read it. She is a power, this guardian. I don't know, that was just weird.
That is interesting.
Imagine?
That would be really
Imagine having been touched by the darkness like the 9 sent someone to, I don't know, keep an eye on Eris or just, see what she does in the wake of her experience.
I 100%
Because why else is
believe
some
that.
unknown Sumerian woman just following Eris around on a lark?
And finding her
Yeah,
pineapple
and just
seeds
doing
and
things
whatever.
with and for her. Like, who is this person? Are they a guardian? Where did they come from?
I mean, it looks like she's a guardian. But yeah, I see what you mean.
Hey, if it looks that way from where you're sitting, then you know a little bit more than I do. I'm suspicious.
I am rather suspicious.
And that name is cute enough to be cheeky, if it's intentionally what it sounds like. That'd be very clever on their end. I know that would send Bife's head
That would
spinning
be
in
really
circles.
cool. Yes. I mean, everything about these books is so weird. Like, I know it's all like Eris telling us what she's found by studying the
It
darkness.
seems like it's
but,
written in double entendres, though. Like, for everything she says, I wonder what she's really
Yeah.
saying.
Mm-hmm. And, the fact that the darkness seems to approve of whatever's happening
Yeah.
is cray.
Bit of a cause for concern, for sure.
Yeah. Alright. It unfortunately has gotten rather late.
Okay. Hold on, I guess they were changing this from yes to, no.
That was really interesting.
She will not give up her work until she literally stir-fries pineapple fried rice. Do you realize she's trying to make pineapple fried rice? She literally just said, "I will
Raisins.
not give up my work, not until I have." That's so gross. Not until I have fried rice with pineapple and raisins. Yeah. Remember, it's also been established that she has a wok. She's doing this in a wok, so she's actually stir frying.
She's actually stir frying.
Okay. For some reason, it wasn't letting me back out of the lore book.
Mhm.
It's about to boot us. Yay! All right, you want to go back to the tower and that was cool. I'm so glad that we
Yeah.
actually we nailed it in a single sitting.
Yeah.
And there was a new book this week. I'm pretty stoked that we are still continuing to get new books.
Yeah.
A little bit of a needle move. Not a crazy revelation, but definitely something interesting.
Yeah.
So the Fallen so if the Fallen have a name for what Eris just experienced, then that means that the Fallen must have experienced do you think the Fallen were contacted by the darkness at any point? Or do you think they rose and fall before anything like that could happen? Because, I mean, the Traveler did bounce. The Traveler did leave them.
Yeah. I don't think they ever encountered the darkness this way. I think that the Traveler just.
Because they
passed.
felt, yeah. I think while the Traveler does have its reasons for bouncing, I feel like in the Fallen's case especially, it was because they fell to infighting. They fell to idol worship and infighting, and they did not unite harmoniously at all. They just, all their royal houses just became further divided, and, it was too much. It was too much of a power grab. I can imagine the Traveler just being disappointed and going, "Oh, alright, well, that's one end of the theory." That's one potential outcome that I hope I'd never have to see, but there it is. Alright. Let's go on to the humans.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But alright.
What cipher is this?
Interesting. Also, the fact that Eris pretty much said, "My path is set," almost like someone just resigning themselves to their fate. Like, Eris was just like, "Well, we've gotten this far."
Well, I think that's what she's saying. She's saying, when she says something like, when the darkness reaches to you, what you're supposed to do is kind of flinch away. And she's like, "I'm not doing that."
Yeah.
And she's gonna continue to not do that. So, I think that's what you mean.
Yeah, but also, it's almost like she's given up any hope or idea that she could be of the light again. She's just like, "My path is set." Like, she's made her decision to just pursue the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
It's not it's an optimistic kind of resignation. Like, in the previous books, she was always debating light and darkness, nature, actions, belief.
Mm-hmm.
But in this book, she's just like, "My path is set. I've seen too much. I've seen it all. I've seen what this thing has to offer, and my curiosity is too great. My hunger or need for more knowledge in this direction. This is what I'm going to do." And I can only... She's literally like a Juice WRLD of the darkness. She's like, "Well, this stuff has got me. The only thing I can do at this point is just be an example, for any future guardians who are you know what I mean? Like, who are even remotely curious about this path. Like, I will be the example." That's a bit scary.
That is scary.
Well, I hope Eris's choice doesn't. Well, as we have seen, she is still here, but I hope that this isn't something that turns out to be, you know, her doom. Because like I said, we must protect Eris at all costs. I'm not losing another hunter. All right? We must protect Eris at all costs here. Very sad. I mean, I need those fingertips, okay? Stay strong, Eris, please. Please stay strong, Eris. All right, that was a good episode 158. Started a bit late, but I think we did the darn thing and got contact out and got some topics flying, and we're about to make Destiny themed drinks, and we don't advocate for agent smithing people. This is not the Matrix, and you know, some good ideas on how to improve the state of Destiny now that Luke Smith gave himself an extra month and a half. What? That was just an overview of everything that went down today. What happened?
Well, I think your mic keeps like shorting.
Oh. Sorry about that.
Okay.
But yes, I think we I liked all those bases we hit today. How feel you?
Yeah. Yeah, that was we definitely made some progress today for sure.
And you got the effigy. You got
And
to
I
be
got
all
the
ruinous.
We did. We did.
Well, I'm happy if you are, boo. Please, do send us off
Oh.
if you'd like. If you have nothing else to announce or
Well.
brag about, you know, any other braggable achievements.
Well, anybody needs to check out some other things that we're up to. They should check us out on the Instagrams, on the Twitters,
Mm-hmm.
on the Facebooks, on the YouTube.
Those two?
And also, on InfernoPenguins.com.
.com. Indeed, boos, indeed. You heard, lady. Follow us on the things, all the things, to keep up with our madness. Also on the Instagrams, where the videos are just getting crazier. The videos are just getting crazier with time. They're not getting less crazy. They're getting more crazy. So do check us out on all the social medias. They are listed below on this screen. But until the next episode, this has been the Expert Playlist, episode 158. Good night, everybody. Yeah. Good night. And don't forget to crank that after washing your hands. It's still not over. You better keep washing your hands, please. Crank that hand sanitizer.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Crank that hand sanitizer.